Hello, I'm shocked audience member Pixel Doctor.
I am baffled
I'm
deadlock.
and I'm a confused judge who just got overran. You're being held in contempt of court, deadlock.
I'm sorry, right? It just wasted all your effort. No, well, it's a total waste. You're getting less, I don't know.
No, this is actually probably the worst. Like, this is still pretty bad.
He's free from one case at least.
hmm
Yeah, but now now he's trying to convict himself of murder for a case 15 years ago, which Yanni Yogi can then go, what the actual fuck, and then sue him for like everything, and basically a lot of a lot of shit happens, and then basically they have to go through all of the cases to see what else he might have fucked up.
I don't think Yana Yogi cares at this point.
I
Anyway,
mean, Mr. Edgeworth, I just don't believe it, pal. I mean, you kill your dad?
don't want to believe it myself either, Detective. I want to kill my mom. What's the truth? I deserve to be punished. Murder's murder, no matter what the circumstances.
Crazy, just crazy.
Nick, what are you doing?
Hmm? Oh. I was just reading through the court record once more. I'm getting my case ready.
Well, I want to see something because we didn't really get a good look at the. No, not that one. We don't need Robert's
The other one?
autopsy yet. Because we pulled this case, we pulled the third file.
We've read that one.
They didn't. They
The
didn't.
murder weapon was fired twice.
Yeah,
Trapped one bullet.
that's going to be important. I know it.
Where was the second bullet?
Exactly.
You have it.
No, this is the bullet from that was found in the heart.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So
So-
the
We
other
don't
one
know what
must-
the second one is.
Yeah. What happened to the magic bullet? Your case for what? What do you mean? Were you not paying attention?
Yeah. Isn't it obvious? I'm going to prove that Miles Edgeworth is innocent.
I like when we all have talking roles together.
What are you talking about, pal? He just admitted to it. He confessed that he did in court.
I'm sorry, Edgeworth. But I don't believe your nightmare.
What? You calling me a liar?
It's just
Yes.
a dream. It's not real.
I'll shoot him, Mr. Edgeworth. Just tell me when.
The truth is right here in this court record.
We're going to jail to get forever, pal. Together.
In any case, tighten your belts. The real fight is just beginning. I'll prove you're innocent. Trust me.
Right. September 28th, 2:30 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 3. We're going right back in.
This music is always
I would
good.
like to resume our trial.
Wait till we do the Professor Layton Phoenix Wright crossover. That music is so good.
Again, it's
Like, this is his
Next
first game, but
Professor
the music is already, like
Yeah, they keep a lot of these tracks throughout the series.
they got
and
it right out
it
of
gets
the park
even
the
better
first
once
time.
they don't have to rely on MIDI soundtracks almost.
Yeah, once they get to the 3DS games, they get. Whew, there's a lot of good ones. Plus, all the characters have their own music. Anyway,
Mhm.
I would like to resume our trial.
Judge, Miles Edgeworth has admitted to his own guilt. He has confessed his crime. Let's begin by hearing his testimony. Then, though pointless, let the defense do their cross-examination. Statute of limitations on DL6 incident runs out today. Though it's unconventional for me, I'd like to run this one by the books.
I see. Does the defense have any objections?
Did he just admit that he cheats?
Can we rewind the tape a bit?
No, I think it's less that he cheats and more the fact of him being
He's
him not
gloating over
wanting
our
the other
defeats.
half. Yeah.
No, Your Honor. Ron Carmick, you knew this was going to happen from the very beginning, didn't you?
Of course it did.
Very well.
For what it's worth, Von Kramm is not stupid. He's pretty smart.
No,
Well,
he
Miles
is
Edgeworth, take the
dangerously
stand.
smart.
Will the witness state his name and profession? Miles Edgeworth, I'm a prosecuting attorney. Mr. Edgeworth, 15 years ago you mistakenly killed your father, Gregory Edgeworth. Is this correct? It is correct. I testify about this matter to the court.
When Edgeworth was telling me about his dream yesterday, I noticed something. One detail didn't quite fit. That was the key. But only if I can get it to be work.
Is it the fact that you threw a gun?
Yeah.
Please. Please.
I mean, throwing a gun can possibly cause a...
yeah, but the
discharge.
likelihood of it hitting someone...
Yeah, well, if
when
you threw it...
discharge.
Even if it did, why would it fire twice?
Yeah.
I feel like it would only fire once in that case.
Well, it would fire once, like, say,
Depends on
after
the-
hitting a wall and then the floor.
It depends on the gun.
It was a
It does
pistol.
depend on the gun.
DL6 incident. That day I had gone to the courtroom to observe one of my family's trials. Father's trials. As we went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator. Understandably, I would see why that would scare you. My father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. Just then something heavy fell at my feet. I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted to stop fighting. A moment later, there was a single gunshot and a scream. It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day.
Why does the pistol have a suppressor on? That's like a built-in suppressor on that pistol.
Well, it was pretty quiet. Oh, is it?
Until now, you thought this memory was a dream.
We were stuck in the elevator for 5 hours. Actually, that elevator ran out, and I lost my memory of the events. Ah, same play Mr. Yogi has made. I mean, it's reasonable. If at least one person did it.
I doubt Yogi was lying about it.
Yeah.
Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please.
I mean, it makes sense if one person lost the memory of the events, for the other to also
Yes,
have lost
Your
them.
Honor. So we're definitely going to talk about the gun going off once, right?
Yeah, I think that's the big
that's
thing.
what I was immediately gonna say, is just go straight there. No.
That is strange that a gun just fell at his feet. Where did it come from?
Yeah. That is something I would like to question, but he was a kid. Everything was like
Yeah, right
madness.
there,
I don't
so-
think he'd be able to answer
Do you want to
that.
press it first, or do you want to just go straight to presenting?
Go present.
I think we should press first. But let's just present it. Let's just see if it goes.
Mm-hmm. Are you sure you only heard one gunshot?
Yes, I'm sure of that. I heard the shot and the scream. The elevator faded. Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah, I know.
Despawned and I died.
I no-clipped into the back rooms. I was unconscious until the rescuers came.
I see.
But that doesn't make sense. Look at this file one more time. This plainly contradicts the witness testimony.
Do enjoy dragging out that file, don't you? I don't accept this evidence unless you can tell us what page it's on. We've done this twice already.
We've done this twice. What makes you think we can't do it a third time?
I wonder which one it is this time.
Yeah. Look at
What,
the victim
Zach,
data
you
in
let
this
us
file.
choose.
Sorry, I was just too excited, MJ, and I was like, you know what? It has to be the middle one. We didn't choose that one yet. There's no other reason why.
Yeah. It says it quite plainly. The murder weapon was fired twice. Miles Edgeworth only heard one gunshot. Yet the murder weapon was fired twice. The first shot was the accidental firing when the pistol was thrown. So, who fired the remaining shot?
That would stand to reason.
Was there perhaps another shooter who fired that second shot?
Your Honor, as I'm sure you're aware, this incident occurred 15 years ago. The evidence is dated. Pistol did fire twice. However, we do not know when the second shot was fired. Might have been fired the day before the incident. There's no proof that the second shot had anything to do with this incident.
That's some really dumb logic.
That is dumb logic, because the gun would have been cleaned
I see.
before then.
You do have a point, Mr. Wright. The murder weapon was fired twice, as we have heard. One of those shots was fired at a defendant boy at the time. Do you have any proof of the other shot was fired had anything to do with this case?
You take a look.
Can we examine the bullet?
Autopsy doesn't help. Blake photo doesn't help. It doesn't help. It doesn't help. This is the original.
This is just a bullet.
This is the original.
This is
the bullet from the recent events. Mm-hmm. This is the pistol from recent events. The metal detector doesn't help. Parrot, unfortunately, does not help.
We only have.
What about the other bullet? The bullet he dropped.
Still bears clear ballistic mark.
We can't.
Go back to the previous one, by the way, the DL6 incident photo.
Yes, there it is. Look at the window.
Yeah, one went into the window, one went into him.
Ah, you didn't notice that last time, did you?
No, actually, I didn't. But let's go, yes.
Yes, we absolutely do. Your Honor, I think I will be able to show you proof.
What? Impossible.
Now, Mr. Von Karma, save your surprise for everyone after you've seen the evidence.
Oh, I love this music. We don't get to hear it often enough.
Very well, Mr. Wright. Show us your proof.
I'm glad that you guys get to finally experience this just for the music alone.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have evidence of the second firing of the pistol?
DL6 incident photo. That is agreed upon, correct?
Yeah.
Correct answer.
Look at this photograph.
Every time I do, it makes me.
This photograph.
Every time I do, it makes me laugh.
This is a photograph of the scene of the crime 15 years ago.
Nickelback was writing the song looking at this picture.
Yep. This was a photograph from the scene of the crime 15 years ago. I can see that the victim is lying there. It's Gregory Edgeworth.
This proves the murder weapon was fired twice in that time of the incident. The photo proves it.
So let me get this straight. The photo proved 2 shots were fired. Where?
Your Honor, please get a clue.
The glass.
Glass. I'm trying to get alright. I just want to make sure I don't miss it. This is as high as I can
there we
go.
go.
It is pretty generous, but I just want to be sure.
Mm-hmm. As should be obvious, the contradiction is here.
I see. A bullet hole in the door.
Your Honor, Gregory Edgeworth was killed by a shot from the pistol. Yet there was also a bullet hole in the elevator door.
There's also no blood on that one.
We also know that the weapon was fired twice. Thus, someone other than Edgeworth fired that second shot.
Oh, order! Mr. Wright, what are you driving at?
It's simple, Your Honor. At the time of the incident, 2 shots were fired. One went into Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other hit the elevator door. And likely out the other side. Remember that the defendant lost consciousness after the shot he fired rang out. In conclusion, we must agree that the second shot was fired by someone else.
Mr. Wright, but who could that someone else be?
The murderer, of course.
No, I knew I should have stepped in before your wild fantasies got out of hand. Everyone does this, but he's on to something right now.
Yeah, seriously.
This isn't even a bluff. He's going.
Yeah. It's very feasible what Wright is presenting.
Mr. Wright, look what's more at the DL6 incident case file. Look closely. Try the case summary page.
Case summary. It's on page 1.
Look what's written there. Not a single clue was found in the scene. The pistol had indeed been fired 2 times. the other bullet would have been discovered on the scene.
He does have a point.
The second bullet has never been found. Why? Because the second bullet does not exist. The bullet that claimed Gregory Edgeworth's life was the one fired by his own son. That is the truth of this matter. The whole truth. There's undoubtedly something else that made the bullet hole in that door.
I think I know what happened. I think I know.
I want to know what your theory is.
I will have order.
Tell me what your theory is.
Can we use the metal detector?
Not right now.
You get where I'm going with this, don't you?
Oh, I do. I see where you're going with this. I don't know if that's what the right answer, but I see where you're going with it.
Mr. Wright has proven one thing to us quite clearly. That the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. However, as Mr. Von Karma says, the second bullet has not been found. It is highly unlikely the police merely overlooked the second bullet. So, all we have there is a single-fired bullet. I'm afraid that I discount the defense's claim.
Tis.
50% off.
I praise the judge for his wisdom in this matter.
How did this happen? I don't believe that the second bullet didn't exist. Am I wrong? I've been wrong about this whole incident?
Don't worry, self-doubt. What are you doing, Nick? Why are you raising an objection?
I'm sorry, Maya.
What?
It looks like I was wrong. Nope.
Nick?
What have we talked about this entire time?
Don't worry. Mia's lessons are going to be coming into action here.
Mm-hmm. If the second bullet wasn't there, then all my conjectures are for nothing.
No. You said you'd do it, Nick. You said you'd get Edgeworth declared innocent.
Sorry. Just when I saw the photograph, I thought that 2 shots had been fired. I was so certain of it, I thought I'd won. But there was another person, someone else who fired the killing shot. Yes, there was! But now? I was wrong to think we'd be like, it is that simple, Phoenix!
Maya, it is time to call on Mia, like, right now.
This case has been... come on.
Stood unsolved for 15 years. Nick? Don't you dare give up.
Well,
No, we haven't.
seems like we have finally cleared up the incident. Only one bullet was found at the scene of the crime. That shot was fired by Miles Edgeworth.
Precisely.
I would like to ask one thing of Miles Edgeworth before my passing of my verdict. Have you been paying attention to this trial so far?
Yes, Your Honor, as there is no donuts available to me, I've had no distractions.
Do you have any objections?
No. No, I don't.
So you killed your father. Though that was not your intention. Or was it?
Yes. Yes, it was my intention. No. It's confessing.
Very well. The statute of limitations on the murder of Gregory Edgeworth runs out today.
Gregory.
Object.
Therefore, I must pronounce a verdict on the defendant today, right here, right now, at WrestleMania.
WrestleMania 31.
Indeed. Does anyone have any objection?
No, Your Honor, here comes Randy Orton with the steel chair.
And he hits Phoenix upside the head with it.
That'd be a very entertaining court.
That's not Randy Orton's theme, that's The Rock.
No, it's not the Rocks. That's John
That's
Cena.
not him either. It's John Cena.
Oh no.
They're basically the same person.
Yes and no, kind of.
It just
Look,
like
man,
their
I
first day
confuse
in
them in
court.
movies half the time.
I don't know about that.
I don't know about that either. So I will refrain from answering that.
They've lived a very similar life in ways.
So many things I should know I should be saying. But mine's gone blanket. I can't find any words.
Mr. Wright.
I object.
His mind is blank.
I don't know if that's what Phoenix would do, but I, the player, object.
What about you, Joe? What do you say here?
Object.
All right, 2 objections.
Your Honor, I object.
Oh, I remember this. Tisk. Right, on what grounds do you object? This isn't the line I was thinking of. Nick?
I don't know. This case is perfect. It's
not
not perfect.
Oh no.
We wouldn't have gone this far if it was perfect. It must exist.
Oh, it's Mia, the second bullet.
What? What did you just say?
Nothing.
Second bullet must exist.
Mia's always with us.
But where?
Someone took it.
It seems waiting does not produce us any answers from Mr. Wright.
I think Phoenix has been hanging out with Maya too much.
So
She's
wait a minute.
starting to channel
What is
spirits.
the bullet we have there, then?
What do you mean? That's the bullet that was in Gregory Edgeworth.
Wait, Your Honor.
Hmm?
The second bullet. It exists.
What? You just are proof that it did not exist.
I realize that, Your Honor. Very grasping here.
Yeah, he's...
It's just someone took it from the scene of the crime. That's what happened.
What? Who?
The murderer.
The murderer? And tell us, just who is this murderer?
Just thinking about that one. Come on, you know who it is! The one person who would have a motive in this room right now.
Yeah, Yanni Yogi.
Yogi's not in the room.
Oh no, he's escaped again.
He was...
So the criminal took a second bullet. Why would he? First of all, how would he even found it? It's not easy to find a stray bullet, Mr. Wright. Was there some pressing need for the murderer to search for the bullet?
I know the correct answer.
I want to go with the murderer didn't need it.
Dog?
He had it.
No. The reason why I'm going with that is
No,
there
Deluxe
was a stray shot.
Deluxe agreeing with you.
Oh, okay.
I
was gonna say that I think it relates to the stray shot.
I think Deluxe figured it out.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure he's got it.
I'm pretty sure I do too. He didn't have to find it. Why would the murderer have spent time to look for a stray bullet? I've got a clue.
Just give it a second, he'll figure it out.
What's wrong, Mr. Wright? Cat got your tongue?
Bah, the murderer had no reason to take the bullet. Don't want to admit it, but it's true.
He didn't have to. Had to take it.
Had to take it.
Murderer. What does that mean?
You're thinking too normal. Think crazy. Don't you want to go ape shit?
Yeah, don't think why the bullet was taken.
Think why the bullet had to be taken.
Mr. Wright?
Sorry,
why
he's
are you talking about
Yes, Your
Harambe?
Honor.
He's having hot
What
flashes.
I'm doing.
And these hot flashes are pretty
He
hot.
wants justice. The spirits demand vengeance.
They're
The
haunting
murderer
me.
had no intention of taking the bullet from the scene. But the murderer had to take that bullet.
Had to, Mr. Wright? The fuck are you saying?
Well, for instance... For instance what? Maybe the bullet hit the murderer.
His dumb ass got it by accident.
Yeah, it did.
The bullet hit the murderer.
I'm just saying for instance. I mean, if it hit you, you would have to take it with you, wouldn't you? It's not like you could perform surgery right there, you know? Wait a second. I was just talking off the top of my head, but what if that's really what happened?
Let me get this straight. So at the time of the murderer himself was shot. He left with the second bullet still inside, thus leaving the only bullet to the scene of the crime.
Yes, I guess that's how it could work, yes.
But there's a problem with that. The two people rescued from the elevator. Miles Edgeworth and Yanni Yogi were both unharmed. So that would mean...
The murderer came from outside. Yes.
I like Phoenix's dumb face when he's like...
Yeah, I know, right?
He's trying his best to bullshit his way through.
I have the solution, Your Honor. It's like me. He's doing the same thing I do whenever I think I have the solution to a Layton puzzle.
I played the first Professor Layton. It was pretty good.
Two men fight inside the elevator.
I gotta do the second one soon.
One man leaves.
No.
That's not how this works.
Welcome to Thunderdome.
Oh, here comes Miles Edgeworth with the game changer.
Oh my god, I
don't know who's saying this. Trying to pick them up with the pistol.
No, I'm trying to say it, but
I don't know who.
it was blocky.
Oh well, I don't know who's saying this right now because it doesn't say the name.
I know. It doesn't really matter who said it.
Yeah, the pistol discharged and the bullet. The bullet goes through the elevator door and hits the murderer outside. Boy loses consciousness. Then the murderer opens the elevator door and sees the men inside. Busts a cap in one ass.
Mr. Wright, you're truly the most unpredictable defense attorney I've ever known. This is some high-tier bullshit. I can tell you're grasping, yet I cannot deny the possibility of what you say.
What do you say? Deny it! Deny it! No one involved in the incident was wounded. There was no murderer.
I can't read that.
We're reading hieroglyphics over here, Zach.
Boy.
Alien writing.
You guys don't speak Nipkanop?
Wait a minute. I think I know how to connect. Someone took a long vacation time during this period. Okay.
You're able to read now? I can't hear either of you right now.
I wasn't saying anything.
Oh. Okay, read, Deadlock.
He's right, I can't think of anyone.
Hey, Nick.
Hmm?
I just thought of something. Really crazy.
Crazy?
Remember what Mr. Grossberg said? It's Maya coming in with the save again.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect record. Wow. Must have been quite a shock for Volkova. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see?
Several months which could recover from a bullet wound.
Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first and last vacation he's ever taken in his many years prosecuting. What if Von Karma didn't take a vacation because of the shock?
But took it because he was injured.
Which would mean
It could only mean one thing.
he was the murderer in DL6 incident, which would add up with the goddamn note.
He was the man who shot Gregory Edgeworth.
I feel like this should have been easier to figure out than they made it for themselves.
Yeah.
It was
They
Von
were dancing
Karma.
around this for a long time. Oh, man.
I get they were trying to like get the length out, but these two are dumb.
A bit.
Something wrong, Mr. Wright? You seem dazed.
No, Your Honor.
Well, you have indicated the possibility that the murder came from outside. Can you give us the name of your suspect?
Uh-oh. Did I come out and say it now?
I'd say it
Yes.
now. There's no reason not to.
There isn't gonna be a better time. Your Honor, there is a suspect. One lone suspect.
Karma's sweating right now.
Well, this is certainly interesting news. Very well, Mr. Wright. Who is your suspect?
My hands are shaking.
V what? V Rising? That's a great game.
Von Karma.
Von Karma?
You mean the Von Karma, sitting right over there.
Ah.
He already gave
Ooh.
instructions for the Yogi murder.
Well,
We
they don't
know
have
this.
Well, we know this,
Yeah.
but they don't have
Yeah,
the note.
but like Phoenix has to remember that.
Yeah, but he can't prove that he ever.
Yeah, but
had
how
it.
did he forget about that note?
He can't prove that he had it ever.
Yeah, I know. But like, he should have had.
He should have been able to
more
piece
suspect
together that-
Von Karma was more involved in this.
Yeah, he should have figured it out a little bit faster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, in fact, Maya figured it out before him,
Mm-hmm.
which is sad.
Yeah.
Maya's not dumb, but she's not the brightest candle. She's pretty close to dumb. I see no need. Why on?
I love
Why
the
honor
fate of
this
innocence here.
this
from him.
ridiculous outburst with my objections?
Because you took a vacation for several months, starting the day after the incident. You pride yourself on a perfect record. Why would you take such a long vacation without any reason?
Sir claiming that I took a vacation to heal my injury from this incident. Fascinating. Prove it. I would have needed surgery, no? Where did I go under the knife at, Mr. Wright? Bring the doctor that operated on me. Have him testify. Nick, let's find out who his doctor is. It's no use.
Edgeworth?
No Von Karma, perhaps too well. He's perfect. He wouldn't leave clues. Probably didn't undergo surgery. I would leave a doctor as a witness.
Nobody's that perfect.
So,
Metal detector!
so what, Nick? Did Von Karma pull out the bullet by himself? That's insane. Yeah, he would have caused a lot of damage if he
No,
did that.
you couldn't have. You can't just pull bullets out of yourself.
Well, it's not deep
Which
enough.
means the bullet is still there. Which is why, out of all the tools we have, only the metal detector is with us still. Wait, does that mean
Have Missile find it.
that bullet has to be somewhere?
Missile's really good at sniffing out bullets.
Mm-hmm.
And hot dogs.
Just. Well, Mr. Wright, can you produce evidence to prove that I was shot?
Metal detector.
Show evidence.
Metal detector.
Deadlock, you had it figured out for a little while now.
All right, Von Karma, I'll prove it. And I'll even use evidence. I know how you like it so much.
What?
The evidence that proves Von Karma was shot was
The
the
metal,
metal
detector?
detector.
The metal detector? MJ in agreement?
Yeah. No, obviously it's the gun.
Von Karma is perfect. He wouldn't risk surgery leaving evidence.
MJ
trail.
just wants to shoot everyone in the courthouse.
Mhm.
Just shoot Von Karma until you find the other bullet.
You shoot him. There's the bullet.
Oh God!
So then I ask, where is that bullet now? I think it's unlikely that Von Karma performed surgery on himself.
Gotta give him credit for just letting the wound heal.
Yeah, seriously.
Well, if it doesn't actually like impact anything, you can just do that.
I imagine it got stuck on bone or something.
Or in his
You-
muscles, and
You
it
don't
forces
mean.
it to
Well, the
heal
thing is,
wrong.
it's a 22, so it most likely wouldn't have broken the bone.
Yeah, so it went somewhere in his like shoulder area.
Well,
Yeah,
at least
above the
that's what
heart.
illustrations are showing us. We don't
Yeah.
know where he was shot right
Well,
at this moment.
It's implied that it's in his shoulder
Yeah.
or something. That's why he like
Yeah.
grabs his shoulder.
Yeah, there is the possibility that the bullet is still inside Von Karma.
Is that even possible for all these years? Maybe that's why
Well,
he does the gripping thing.
That's one way to find out.
That's what I was just saying. Yeah.
We could use this metal detector. Well, Von Karma,
It's a good thing we didn't give it back to the police.
I'm going to run this over you and see what we find.
Oh yeah, he's sweating.
Oh, he's clutching it.
I refuse.
You refused? Refusing this means you acknowledge that the bullet is still inside of you.
He's screwed.
Order, order, order!
Your Honor, the defense requests that we be allowed to use the metal detector.
Judge, I call for suspension of this trial. This is invasion of privacy.
The statute of limitations runs out on this case today. It was you who said we had to end it right here, right now.
Judge,
Enough.
come down with your utmost authority.
I permit the use of the metal detector. Mr. Von Karma, you will submit yourself to testing.
Nick, what does this mean?
I don't know. We have to give it a shot.
Even before he was playing in the Snyder Snow Bullet.
That would be... Like, he actually did the surgery.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
He reacted. Something inside his right shoulder. The bullet. Mr. Von Karma?
You. It was you. I was afraid this would happen, so I remained silent. Indeed, there's a bullet in my shoulder. However, it has nothing to do with this incident.
I'm sorry, what? After all this hiding, this is how you're gonna try to weasel yourself out?
Listen, he's pulling a reverse Phoenix. He's bullshitting now, too.
Yeah.
I was shot in the shoulder long before the DL6 incident. Claimed the bullet in my shoulder has no relation to DL6. Don't worry. Maya once again saved the day.
We still have it.
But Mr. Von Karma, can you prove that?
Prove? I have no obligation to prove anything. You kinda do. It is you who must prove something here, Mr. Wright. Not I.
Mr. Wright? Well, can you prove it? Can you prove that the bullet in Von Karma's shoulder is from the DL6 incident?
Of course he can't.
I can.
You don't
Shut
have
it,
any
slug
evidence
asshole.
of the DL6 evidence.
That's because you took out of the records room yesterday.
Just say that, Mr. Wright.
With no proof, you can't convict me of any crime. So sorry, Mr. Wright.
No. I'm the one who's sorry, Mr. Von Karma.
What?
You were close. One day away from freedom. You see, I have proof.
What?
Who would have thought you would have dug your own grave trying to convict Mr. Edgeworth? I can link that bullet in your shoulder to the DL6 incident. And here's my final proof.
Maya, you savior.
Thank you, Maya.
The one time she's been useful.
She's been useful throughout this game. Shut it.
I don't count any of the times she's been a spirit medium for Maya.
No, I don't
Just
even mean
because-
that. She helped us out a few times
Yeah.
earlier already.
Mostly in
this case.
In this case, she's helped a lot. She didn't really do much in the other ones that she... The first one she wasn't involved in. Second one she was arrested in. Third one she didn't
This
really
one
do
she was
anything in.
really involved.
Third
and
one she
helped
was
out
just a
lot.
fangirl.
Yeah. But this one she's really been helping us.
Yeah.
This is the one case she'll help in.
Maya, you have
Yeah.
a 1-3 record so far.
It's pretty bad.
Eh, we can improve it.
We got a few more games.
A bullet?
Where did you get that?
This is the bullet used in the DL6 incident. This was taken from the heart of the victim, Mr. Gregory Edgeworth. The bullet is preserved quite nicely with all that ballistic markings intact, wouldn't you say?
Ballistic markings?
You may recall the term. It came up in the first trial 2 days ago.
Ballistic. I can't tell
Lucky.
who's reading. Help! Help! We need more pixels, Zach!
Hold on, I'm refreshing the pixels.
This is important.
Ballistic markings are the fingerprints of a weapon. All bullets fired from a gun are marked with that weapon's unique pattern. By examining the markings, you can tell which weapon fired the bullet. It's quite accurate. Like this gun!
Stay
We
strapped,
have
my
two
friends.
bullets in our possession. One, the bullet removed from Gregory Edwards' heart. The other, Mr. Von Karma, is the bullet buried in your shoulder. We could analyze both bullets, then if the markings matched,
I wonder if the markings would have
we would
degraded
know
from being in
that
there.
both bullets had been fired from the same gun. The very same pistol. In other words, the murder weapon that killed Gregory Edgeworth.
Herf.
Mr. Von Karma, you will let us remove the bullet from your shoulder. Then we'll compare the markings to those on this bullet
Luckily, we have a surgeon in the room right now.
Yeah.
and solve this case once and for all.
It's Maya.
Oh no.
She got a
Well,
pair of
Mr. Von
safety.
Karma,
She got a pair of safety scissors and some pliers. Oh, he's breaking down. Yeah, I'm not.
that scream.
Not-
Oh, Bushucha.
That scream. I've heard that scream before. Wait, I know. Help, I can't breathe. Quiet, I say quiet. You're not making this any easier. Stop breathing my air. I'll stop you. Stop breathing my air. Get away. Get away from my father. Bang. And that's when he heard Von Karma scream and then passed out. It's that scream I heard in the elevator 15 years ago. Von Karma. It was you who screamed.
And this is when Mr. Edgeworth went over to the prosecutor's table and started beating him to death.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Von Karma?
Oh, oops. Edgeworth. Edgeworth, only you dared defy me? So it was you. You and your father are my curse. Your father shaded me with a penalty on my record, and you left a scar on my shoulder that would never fade. I'll bury you. I'll bury you with my bare hands. Death. Death. 15 years earlier. Mr. Chief Prosecutor, I'm sorry. Von Karma, it's not like you to make this kind of error. I never would have thought that Edgeworth would be the one to catch you. I was careless. Sorry, but you will have to be penalized. Covered for you in the past, but not this time. Edgeworth. It's a shock like none I've ever known. Me, penalized. It took hours for me to regain my composure. Suddenly I found myself in the darkness. I was in the court record room. Must have wandered in there without thinking where I was going. It was pitch black. The lights must have gone out. Went out to the hall and felt my way to the elevator. Pressed the button and nothing happened. Then, there was a noise. I was in pain, a horrible burning pain in my shoulder. Just then the lights came back on, the elevator door opened before my eyes. I saw 3 people inside, all laying unconscious from oxygen deprivation. Much to my surprise, a pistol lay at my feet. I knew then it was destiny.
And the cameraman died.
That was the last moments Gregory Edgeworth was still unconscious. He died, never knowing who had shot him. Later he spoke through a medium blaming Mr. Yogi. He was fooled. It was the perfect crime.
I was the perfect crime.
A crime so perfect even the dead did not know.
Well, he was unconscious. He couldn't know.
Yeah.
Tisk, tisk. Who would have thought another man would have come to that open elevator door? Judge,
What?
what are you doing? Do your job. Bring an end to this miserable charade. Now, end it.
Very well. It appears that we have come to a very long way to end of this maze. 15 years later. Mr. Miles Edgeworth,
Yes, Your Honor.
you were innocent. You are innocent. As you said, it was all a nightmare.
Yes, Your Honor.
Now we have to get you on these assault charges, though.
You mean the guy who jumped the desk and tried to attack me, Your Honor?
No, you shot him in the shoulder. In fact, you shooting him in the shoulder caused all of this, so maybe you are guilty.
I feel like
This court finds the defendant
Your
Mr.
Honor,
Miles
are you going
Edgeworth.
to see now? This is Phoenix talking.
you set a house on fire.
Not guilty.
You set a house on fire. You have no claim to safety.
GLs 1 through 4 are your doing, Mr. Wright.
And 4 was Edgeworth.
That has
Remember, he
nothing to
froze
do with this.
Edgeworth was 4. Remember, he froze a house.
Oh, yeah, he was 4.
So 1 through 3 and 5 were Phoenix.
Or was 5, or, 5 was actually not probably Edgeworth. It was
What does
probably
DL even
actually
stand
just
for?
Butts.
Defendant lobby? I don't know.
I got no idea. It's just called. I guess it's what they just organized them as.
Yeah. That's probably
Yeah,
what the
here's
best way.
what it must have stood for.
It probably was just an
Might have not-
organizational thing.
Yeah.
I'll look it up later, but for now.
Probably just Delta Lambda.
For now.
December 28th, 5:38 p.m. This is a long trial day. District Court Defendant Lobby number 2. Nick, we did it. You see his face? Don Carmel looked even paler than usual. Trying to be all cool, but inside you crushed him, Nick. Crushed. Oh yeah, because now Phoenix has beaten him twice in court, right, ruining his record even further, with an actual loss. I gotta say, I'm
And
impressed.
he's
Not
now
only-
he's under arrest for murder.
Yeah. Not only too, he's also convicted of murder.
It was pretty close, though. I was sure we had it.
I know, I was on the verge of tears the whole time myself. Now it's all just a good memory. I don't know about a good memory.
I wouldn't call it a good memory.
What the fuck is wrong with you people?
So it's finally over, eh, Edgeworth?
Right.
Yeah?
Fuck you.
I'm not sure how to say this. I love you. I know. Try thank you? I see. Thank you, right?
You're welcome, Edgeworth.
I think you could have done better than that. Oof. So sorry. I'm not good at this sort of thing. Yeah, he's trying to just start to become a nice person. Got a lot to learn, Edgeworth.
Dear, dear.
Whoa! Amazing, pal. You pulled through just like I thought you would. I'll never forget this. I owe you one, pal. You have anyone you want murdered? Just let me know. And tonight, dinner's on me.
Ooh. Great. Barbecue?
Yeah, my salary went down this month. But who cares?
See, Mr. Edgeworth? You just take a lesson from Detective Gumshoe. That's how you say thank you.
I
That's me. Woo.
Whoa.
I feel foolish. Don't worry, take it a little at a time. You'll get used to it.
Been 15 years since Edgeworth. Like this. Unguarded.
Where the hell are you here?
Hey y'all!
Lotta!
I got convicted of murder.
What the hell?
Yeah, that camp guy. It turns out that park guard over there.
It turns out he does allow camping now. As he's camping out in the ground now.
Yeah, apparently I'm being blamed for it or something. I don't know what that's all about.
Thank you.
Yo, Edgeworth, congrats.
Thank y'all very much.
I knew you were innocent from the start of course. Just look at you. You could stick your hand in the cookie jar, even you wouldn't stick your hand in the cookie jar even if there was no one there.
Lotta, why are you still here? You were the witness on the first day of the trial, weren't you?
Yeah, well, let bygones be bygones, eh?
I mean, she kind of helped in a way.
Yeah. Speaking of which, what are you doing now, Lotta?
Know me? I went back to college.
Then why are you here?
I gave up trying to be an investigative photographer pretty quickly.
She shows up in one of the other games. I forget which one, though.
Really?
Yes.
That's too bad.
Oh, you were reading. I thought you were responding to me. Also, but that is a proper... Really, she does show up. That's too bad.
Yeah. Huh?
Pretty sure she causes trouble in that game, too, but... Who knows?
Isn't that the hot dog guy from the park?
Huh?
It's over, Nick. My life is over.
Oh god, what now, butts?
Oh, Nick, you're not long over this world.
You don't look sick.
It's Beyonce. She's gonna live in Paris.
Isn't this what happened last time?
No, the last one went to vacation in Paris and came back and then got murdered.
Yeah, so...
She's leaving me behind.
Larry.
Larry, you need a better choice in women. Or
No,
just to be a...
There you are.
Or just to be a less dumb person. Yes. Here I am.
Congrats, Edgy. Here's a little gift from me in celebration.
Celebration? That's unusual for you.
Harry Butts, you come along too tonight, pal. You're my treat.
What do you mean, my treat?
Exactly. Thanks. Looking forward to it. Yo, Nick. That's the suit that questioned me. He says treat. That's how please talk for prison food, right? Right?
I think you'll be fine, Larry.
Gumshoe's a nice guy. He's mean when he needs to be,
is.
but... Right?
Yeah? What's up?
That envelope that Larry gave me. It's got money in it.
Well, yeah, that's not that strange. People give money away to celebrate sometimes.
It's $38, right?
Huh. What a weird amount. I mean, it's not little, but... Oh, God.
Larry Butts. Fuck, man.
Wait, $38 exactly.
Nick, wasn't that exactly the amount of lunch money that was stolen from Mr. Edgeworth in school? I was waiting for this.
38. No. No, Larry, it was you.
Larry, you son of a bitch. What are you so surprised about, right?
Huh?
Larry was absent that day from school, right? Does not automatically rule him out as the suspect.
What?
You think it would. Think back to that day 15 years ago. Larry took the day off, but he was bored, so he came to school anyway. He saw the money lying there, and the rest is history, so he just grabbed it like an asshole.
I never was good at history.
Oh, that's right. Japanese schools separate the subject by days.
Yeah.
Or like certain time
Edgeworth,
slots.
you didn't know, did you?
I suspected. I just couldn't picture Larry protecting you like he did that day. And everyone else is saying you did it. The whole class. So he does remember. He was just being coy before.
Yeah, too well.
Right, you may not know this, but we used to have a saying back in school. When something smells, it's usually the butts.
I know.
Really, right. Surprised you didn't figure it out.
Well, this is sure to turn up events, eh?
Edgeworth.
Hmm?
You should have told me!
Now, Nick, it was 15 years ago. Don't you think the statute of limitations has run out, Mr. Edgeworth? I'd say so, yes. My,
There you have it.
just everyone's so cheeky.
Meanwhile, Phoenix is just...
Where does that leave me? I became a defense attorney because of what you two did?
Well, call you a good two-shoes to the extreme. You got pulled away, so I'll read. Yeah, and you get worked up too easily, too.
Yeah, you get worked up too easily, too.
Oh.
Death! The death sentence for both of you!
The friends are back together.
Man, if only I'd known, I've never become... Wait a minute.
He would have become a prosecutor instead of a defense attorney.
Yeah.
Same goes for me, only the other way around. For the longest time, I thought I might have killed my own father. I thought I might... Now you could finally sleep.
Yeah.
Became a prosecutor.
Maybe those nightmares are over now.
If I had known the truth, I might have become a defense attorney after all.
Edgeworth.
Want to switch, right?
Hey, yo, line up and take a photo.
Hey, photo time, let's go.
And after that, dinner on me.
Snap our fingers so the automatic camera goes off 100 times.
Wait, no, that's not an automatic camera. That's an M240 Bravo machine gun.
Oh, God!
And Lotta has slaughtered everyone in the courthouse. She was quickly detained afterwards as she ran out of bullets.
They never did actually catch her, though, because it was actually a stand-in dummy of an inflatable...
It was a bunch of pictures she put together.
No, it was the inflatable Steel Samurai made to look like her.
What a weird hand cannon we have. Well, Detective Gumshoe took us out on the town for the night.
I want to see the picture.
We celebrated Edward's newfound freedom. Although, Edward was still in detention.
Why?
We
Oh,
pay
this
for it and shit.
December 29th, 5:02 a.m. Jesus. Wright and Co. offices. Oh, I remember what happens here.
Got a little overboard yesterday.
Is he drinking? Yeah, he was drinking.
Yeah.
Where's that headache medication? Still only 5 minutes. Yeah, fuck it, I'm going back to bed. What's this? Better?
Good morning, Nick. You're really impressive yesterday. Seeing you made me think about what I'm doing here. I'm a spirit medium, and training, of course. I wanted to help Mr. Edgeworth, too. I wanted to help you. But I couldn't. I was useless. You helped! So I decided to go back to my training. I wanted to become a full-fledged spirit medium for starters. I couldn't say it to your face, so I left this letter. Goodbye, Nick.
Goodbye. What time is it? Ah! First rains in the for the mountains have already left.
To the station. In his hungover state, he's running over here.
Yep.
He canonically does not have a car. He has a bike.
Yeah, I believe it. Guess I'm too late.
Hey, Nick.
Hiya! So, you're leaving?
Yeah. It's hard being a spirit medium who can't talk to spirits, and I think you'll do fine without me, Nick. Be good, okay?
Wait.
We still have all the evidence.
Wait, can you
It's probably going to ask us to present something to her at some point.
Mm-hmm.
I was
What?
gonna say, because you can't present anything right now, can you?
No, it'll in moments like this we can't do it. Just text.
I never could have saved Edgeworth without your help.
Huh? Oh, that's right. I was gonna say, Maya, you had the bullet, but she was unconscious.
Yeah. On the last day of the trial, I heard her. I heard Mia's voice.
You heard my sister.
Yes. Only her voice, but still. It was at the very end when I thought we'd lost everything.
Well, that's my sister for you. Detective Gumshoe helped, and Mr. Grossberg, and even Larry. I'm the only one who couldn't. You were the most helpful. Well, Larry.
But you were the one who stopped Von Karma, Maya.
Huh? I didn't do anything. All I did was wander around in a daze.
Sorry, but I have evidence that you helped.
Evidence?
The bullet?
Maya, here's a parrot. I stole it for you. A bullet?
Blam!
Von Karma was convinced he had taken all the evidence pertaining to DL6. But you were the one who rescued the last piece of evidence we needed. This was the bullet that put an end to Von Karma. And you were the one who gave it to me.
Nick.
Thanks, Mia.
You
Maya.
fucked it up right at the end.
I was gonna... Yeah, there had to have been one more, didn't there? Couldn't have done it without you.
I'll be back soon.
Hmm?
To complete my training and come back.
Okay. I'll be waiting.
Of course you will. You can't run that office by yourself. You're hopeless.
I don't know about that.
So, bye.
Bye.
And we'll see her for... Oh, that's a nice picture.
Hmm.
And we'll see her and everyone else next time.
We're not going to see Von Karma anymore.
Thank God.
You say that, and then he comes back with the steel
And so-
chair.
My story ends. Time to turn to a new page. To another tale. But for now, This is goodbye for the nervous defense attorney that I once was. Now, for our next story. For the same old crazy cast of characters.
Ha! Don't think you've graduated yet, amateur. It's automatic. I have no control over this.
Yes, Your Honor. I got a bad feeling about this.
And remember, this is the original end for the Game Boy game, so there's still one more after this.
Mm-hmm.
But we gotta sit through the credits, because, you know, I like to give the people that worked on this their credit. So we'll talk about this, since we'll do it again with the actual end, but I feel like we should talk about it so far. How do you guys feel about the game?
I had a feeling this was going on somewhere, that Von Karma had way too much involvement for it to be coincidental.
Oh, yeah.
I did call it several episodes ago.
You were right on that, and Deadlock, I knew, figured it out once he was like, the metal detector's like, he's got it. I was like, Deadlock, that was pretty good that you figured it out there. The bullet was in his shoulder.
I wasn't sure where was like. No, he was hit by it.
We still have one more case. It's a whole new cast of characters.
Like the fact that we had the metal detector still kind of clued me into on it, because we would have given it back by now if it wasn't important.
It was funny. The three things you honed in on were the three things that were important: the bird, the boathouse, and the metal detector.
I knew something was going on. I knew it.
The next game, the next game, I think they get a bit more like, maybe not streamlined is not the word, but a bit more.
Are you proud of me, Dad?
You don't know how funny that statement is, Deadlock.
Because Phoenix's dad is a criminal.
Oh, please no.
You're not totally far off.
Oh, please no.
Hey, Phoenix, your old man needs a little bit of help.
Like I said, we still have one more case here. The next game of the three original is the one I'm least familiar with, and it has the most ridiculous cases. It's the least favorite of the.
Something when we've had this where we've gone.
When I say ridiculous, I mean the cases are kind of crazier. The characters are more zany. They're more out there.
It's nice to have people with personality, though.
Yeah, and I think the third game is where they start to perfect the crazy with the serious nature.
I don't know. For the first outing, they do a pretty good job of it.
Yeah. I mean, everyone enjoys Everyone enjoys all these games, except for one, which is like the fourth one, which is
I mean, hey, this is like the first game of the entire series. For them to have such a huge stride for the first game with only this many cases, that's kind of impressive.
Yeah, it is. Like I said, as we go on, they'll get for the most part they'll get better. Like I said, of the original three, I think the second one is the worst, but it's not bad.
Like it's like saying like, even in this legendary trilogy, this one was just bad. It's like that's not.
It's just the weakest of the three.
It's like all these legendary games. This one is an 8.
Yeah, I would say
like that is still a good game, just not as good as its brethren.
Because for Future Wright, it's not about the gameplay; it's about the storytelling and puzzles.
I mean, yeah, that's how this game.
So
that's the gameplay.
I would rate the first easily, if you were to rank them. The third one's the best, the first one's second, and the second one is third.
At least of the original trilogy.
Of the trilogy. I didn't play the fourth one, so when we get around to that one, that's going to be completely new to me too. The fan base say that is the worst one.
Well, we'll be the judge of it when and if we get there.
Oh, we will. We're going to at some point.
Yeah, but that might be a while. We have a bunch of other projects we want to do, don't we?
Yeah, we'll take a little break from Phoenix Wright. We will go back to it once you guys are like, yes, I need more.
Problem is, I have one of those games sitting right next to me. Actually, two of them. Wait a minute. What was the fourth one called?
The fourth game? It was Apollo Justice. It stars the other kid. The one you have. The one you. If you talk about the game I sent you, it was
No, it's right here in my hand.
Oh, yeah, that's the fourth one.
Hold
on, Apollo Justice for All, I think it's called. Hold on,
no, it just says Apollo Justice on it.
Hold on, I have the title.
At least that's what it says on the case.
Hold on.
Yeah, I think I have the third and then the fourth game, if that's the case.
Oh yeah, it's called Apollo Justice Ace Attorney.
Yep, that's the one I have
Yeah,
right here.
that's supposedly the bad one. I don't know why, so I cannot tell you. I know a little bit about the first case, but that's it.
Wait. Rise from the ashes.
The final case in this game. Brand new episode has been added.
Because we are not done with this game yet.
No, but we're done with this case. So we'll see you guys next time.
Later.